Right.
Dane, how did you?
What?
How did
Okay, hello everybody.
What's up, guys?
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Nice. I
We're
like it.
doing this.
Yeah, this is
awesome.
a little bit different, but we're trying, man. We're trying. So yeah, any rate, there's going to be a delay from what we see on YouTube versus what's going on right here. But I've got the comments pulled up here. I can read them for anybody who can't see them. But yeah, guys, let's do this thing, huh?
This is going to be
All
fun.
right. So, well, I think we should all chime in and talk about, what are we all doing here?
Well, I know Anthony wants to talk about where he is.
Yeah, Anthony,
No,
what's
no.
going on with you?
Yeah.
I'm just in the garage, man. Nothing crazy. Just hanging out.
Oh, so nice. So nice to have a place that you call your own with all your effects and wonderful accoutrements that you have back there to play with.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Must
Love
be
that.
relaxing. Yeah, really nice. Looks like Dane finally got that weird Ford that he always wanted. Hanging out in his garage.
That's not a Ford RS200.
Okay, what is that?
It's an AutoZam AZ1.
Yeah, of course. Everybody knows what those are. So, yeah.
Our nerds do.
I don't know why I didn't think about that. It's an AutoZam.
Of course.
Who would have known?
Yeah.
No, we are all home this week.
Yeah.
So in an effort to keep our warehouse staff healthy, Mama Hennen has decided to all of us upstairs folks need to go home and work from home. Thankfully, we all have the capability to work from home. Dane's the only one that's having a hard time adjusting. He likes having all his stuff perfectly spaced in his office, and so being able to
it's really tricky not having dual
office
monitors. I'm
it's a
so
little
used to
harder.
that. This is strange.
Just go buy another 43-inch TV, Dane, then you'll have them.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is I have 43-inch TV. I have no room for a second monitor.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so the four of us are home, and we want to try and keep the live going. So we did a kind of a practice run with our podcast by doing it here on Zoom. And then Tim has worked feverishly this week to try and get this able to broadcast to all you guys so you can see it as well, because we know, like a good portion of the rest of the country and the world, everybody's home. So thought we'd do it this way. So Dane, where are you?
I'm at home. I am sitting in front of an AutoZam AZ1, but not really. I'm just in my bedroom, but this is where I've got my whole, desktop setup. So it is what it is. But Zoom lets you change the background. So I figured, it looks better than a, messy bed and stuff. So at any rate.
Very nice.
I couldn't
Anthony.
put myself in the garage like these guys.
I'm not in the garage. I'm in
Oh yeah, Morgan's in space. So I am in my garage right now. So as you can see, this is the garage that took 4 days to paint. But I think I did a pretty killer job, obviously.
Looks beautiful. What color is that? Bone?
That is I'm not really.
Ivory.
It's some type of a bodily thing. So basically, in the background here, you'll see I have my Evo that you hear about, but you never actually see.
Yeah.
So there's that. I have my Triumph over here. I have the Grom
Very nice.
a little bit back here, and this is kind of my little corner, my little detailing corner. So
got hot water. Looks like back there too. That's nice. Nice to have that.
I do.
Tap.
I am. I have a little faucet right there. I can fill it up straight from the water heater. Pretty nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
What more could you want, right?
Right. And does that also heat the whole house, like the water for your tubs, showers, things of that nature?
It does. Absolutely. Oh. I know.
It's just amazing. It's nice to have such wonderful luxuries.
Quite the amenities that we have, here at the. I don't really have an HQ name, but amenities.
That's cool. Morgan, looks like you are orbiting the Earth.
I am. So as you guys can see here, here is the sun coming up.
Oh, beautiful.
So good morning, everyone.
Looks like it's sunrise right over Europe.
Well, yes, something like that.
Seems like that. Very nice. So what have you been doing today?
I obviously wake up and I've taken on disinfecting all of the high traffic touch areas in the house. So even though it's not my bathroom, I go down and wipe the door handles and the toilet handles and like the sink handles and everything, as well as like the front door and just all of the areas that people are touching all the time. So I've been going through and disinfecting those, and then jumping in on the meeting, and then basically just going through a lot of Grand Ambassador stuff. We've got some applications to get through, so Anthony and I have been going back and forth with that. But yeah,
nice, solid,
super nice.
As you guys can see, I am here in the MOS HQ. I have Ragnarok parked behind me, looking pretty sweet. I still trying to figure out my lighting. I don't see any of the comments, so super fun.
Okay.
I do. I see them all.
Yeah,
so I see them all.
I've got them pulled up on another window here.
It's just me and you guys hanging out. So
Dane has a
super fun.
We're gonna go.
Dane,
I've
you
got
only
pulled
have
up in a
one
few different
screen
windows here. Well, but I can put multiple things on one screen.
I don't think that's. You have one television screen.
You guys can't see that I'm wearing this, but it's actually like I'm.
Oh. Wow,
nice.
It's like you don't even have them on. That's awesome.
I look like I'm in space.
All right, so we gotta jump in.
I'm sure they want us to get some comments. No.
So I'm gonna start in here. So we got Rep the 305 says, just ordered my Mark III using TLC with a microfiber pad and Sonac Perfect Finish with a Rupes Yellow. Good combo, or would you suggest something else? I'm open to anything. Very swirled and scratch black Yukon. That sounds like a great combo. I can't think of anything wrong with that. Perfect finish to finish out with yellow pad, TLC with a microfiber pad. You'll get really long working time. You'll get some really good cut. That's something that I would go with personally. I think Levi would agree as well.
Yep. Yeah, I would. I'm gonna run in and grab my laptop because I can't seem to find anything. So go ahead. I'll be listening.
All right. So we got Dan Pfeiffer says stay-at-home word up from Minneapolis. Weather is turned, sun is shining, and my car is clean because I can't go anywhere. Might have to polish the motorcycle. Do it. Do it.
Mhm.
Now's
That's
a
a good idea.
good time to knock out some of that stuff that really you haven't been wanting to do. Like, like last night I pressure washed my grill, so I got that going for me, which is nice.
Oh.
Just the grill? Oh, you're not
Um,
talking about your car. You're talking about a barbecue grill.
No, my barbecue grill. Yeah.
Okay.
Yesterday evening, Katie was saying she wanted to barbecue, but she said it needed to be clean, so I pressure washed that thing. It's looking pretty fancy.
Nice. Nothing like a finally pressure washed grill. Make your woman happy.
Yeah.
I know lots of wives love it when the grill is clean, and free of all previous meat contamination.
I'm pretty
Correct.
sure men appreciate it too. I wouldn't want to isolate anybody.
Yeah, men and women both love a clean grill. Dane, let's go ahead and have you jump in on a couple of these. Delphine Bez.
Yeah, I think I'll get down to Delphine here. Hi there. I use my blower on the warm setting for the first time, and it makes a big difference. Even in my warm climate, is that what you also do? And is it safe for rubber seals? Now, when do you guys want to jump in on this one?
Yeah.
Basically, long and short of it.
You're not going to hurt anything, Delphine. Dry out those rubber seals. Maybe grab a towel, wipe it. Maybe add a little quick detailer to it too. If you're wiping all that stuff out after you've cleaned them. But yeah, you're not going to hurt anything. So.
We got Riley S says, got my St. Patrick's Day order the other day and won a gallon of O&R wash and wax. Just wanted to say thanks. Well, congratulations, Riley.
Wow, Riley, that's awesome, man.
Woo!
That is
nice.
Just so everyone's aware, when we were doing those giveaways, that was totally random, and we left it up to our team downstairs, the packing team. So wow, that's awesome, Riley. Congratulations, man. I think that's super awesome to get that.
Francis is saying, he says, hey guys, can't make it today, but just wanted to say lockdown has given me some time to work on the car with the new Volvo's products. The fallout remover actually smelled good, and Contact 121 has an amazing working time. Great product. So yes, true on both ends. Contact 121, quite literally, I think has probably the longest working time of any resin wax that I have used personally. But one cool thing that we saw is that if you guys haven't checked out Tavarish's newest series, which is called Car Trek, basically the Top Gear USA that we always wanted, he was actually using with Hoovy waterless wash from Volvo's along with our towels to wipe down the Ferrari Spider, which is super, super cool.
Yeah, that was rad. All right, guys, I now have comments. So
excellent.
I can see. Finally. So it was weird. My laptop, I left it inside. I was trying to do it on the tablet. The tablet basically just wasn't showing me the chat box. Showed me everything else on YouTube but the chat box. So
I know on mobile sometimes you have to click like a little button that says live chat and then it like opens it up, but that's the only other way.
I checked. I was working on it. Didn't have anything like that. So anyway, back on here, no problem. What do we got here? Oh, Francis. I already wrote that. Oh, the Anthony. He's watching. This is amazing.
That's weird.
Let's do this.
I wonder what he's doing right now.
Super cool to have that guy in here saying what's up.
Yeah. Yep. Really nice of him to take his time out of his busy schedule to actually comment again. It's really neat.
We got kickoff saying, hi, what do you recommend to keep the windows from fogging up?
Well, a couple different
in terms of cleaning.
You need to clean them for one. Second, you need to find out if there's any wetness in the interior. So if your carpet's wet, if your upholstery's wet, if there's a mat that maybe is wet, that could cause some fogging issues. So first things first, check that. Make sure there's no water in the car. After that, clean the windows really, really well. So get a nice glass cleaner, like Lola's glass cleaner. A couple towels, Morgan, clean the glass.
Are you drinking Starbucks right now?
Yeah, it's left over from like
free. Keep it in the fridge, it stays fresh.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah. Levi's 100% right on all that.
But get a glass cleaner, get that, make sure the glass is clean. Then grab a little OptiSeal or even bead maker and clean the glass again with it. This will put a It'll have some anti-fogging properties. OptiSeal is able to do that. Beadmaker to a lesser extent, but the key is to make sure that you have no moisture in the vehicle. And if your windows are dirty, that's usually why the windows fog up, is they're dirty and there's moisture inside. So you always want to make sure you can run it. Can you guys hear the insane children running around my house?
Weirdly, no. Zoom is doing a good job of like eliminating all other noise.
Oh, wonderful, because I can hear them like they're right here on the side of my head screaming at each other.
Well, hopefully
They're
no one,
outside.
because there's video game players in the back of me, and I'm just trying to.
Yeah, can't even
Try
see.
to
We don't even-
isolate.
if they are, they're millions of miles away from you right
They
now.
are.
So
They're right somewhere.
Just
All
point
right,
it at
Here we
Donna
go.
White.
So we're moving down here. Dan Pfeiffer says, "Stop making out in the back seat." Riley S says, "Get married. My windows don't fog up much anymore."
oh,
You
that's
gotta tell
awesome.
me twice, sister.
Solid.
Yep.
Future Prison says, "Hello, guys and gals." And then Scott Weaver says, "I'm still waiting on those Wolos gallons."
So are we,
We are
Scott.
too.
So are we.
Yeah, so are we.
Hans Cozen
Tug
says,
Banker.
"Yay,
Oh,
Q
Hey,
Hans."
Hans.
Yay, Hans. Glad you could stay up for this and you could enjoy us at home. Tug Banker, what pad is the best for polishing soft black paint that you carry?
Mhm.
The black, probably a black foam, or even the yellow Rupes are great for that, Tug.
Yeah,
So
the black
any of
is
the
like
black
finishing,
foams,
so it's minor correction.
Yeah, any of those are great for that. Ricky Colon, hey guys, here in Puerto Rico, multitasking from home. Excellent, Ricky. Congrats.
Glad to see you, Ricky.
Tyler Anderson, the whole fam. That's right, man. Hans says, Morgan's on the moon? What?
It's true.
And Kia Possessor, can't wait to use the gauntlet that's arriving. Can I use ONR as a window cleaner? Yes. So.
Excellent.
Let's see here.
Yes, you can.
Let's scroll down a little bit.
Got
Kia
Riley here.
Possessor.
Oh,
Oh, that was Kia. We already did that.
Yeah.
Riley, go ahead, Dane.
Hey everybody! Thanks for getting together to do the Q&A. Thanks, Riley. Ooh.
Andy White says,
Here's
"Looks awesome,
John.
guys." And we got Andrew Thayer says, "Hello, Rad Company Squad. I know there are several companies that sell ceramic products. Is it wise to mix products or stay loyal to a brand specific ceramic lines?"
Like, what do you mean, Andrew? Like mixing two different ceramics together? Because that's
I think what he's meaning is basically like if you had OptiCoat Pro Plus on your car, could you use G-Technics C2V3 as a topper, or maybe kind of like vice versa,
Yes.
being able to switch
Yes.
back and forth with different lines, and yes, you can absolutely do that.
Yes.
But one thing that we will say is that when it comes to actual coating, we always recommend using that coating manufacturer's paint prep. So you use their paint prep, and then with their coating. But outside of that, you can kind of go to town, man. Everything from a coating topper to a coating maintenance thing, you can kind of mix and match, and that's why Beadmaker is just so versatile amongst all those different coating companies, because Beadmaker tends to stick to stuff that you wouldn't expect. So, pretty cool. Shane McKinney says, "How's it going, Ride Company crew? I hope everyone is doing well. Question on cordless polishers. Do you feel it's a good idea to wait to see what new cordless polishers come out?"
It's kind of few and far between right now.
Well, I mean, there's
Right now-
always new things coming out.
Yeah.
and stuff,
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Point is, if you got to
I'd probably
polish, you got to
hold off.
polish. So
yeah.
Yeah, but I would probably, I mean, you can pick the only ones right now out that are out is Flex with their cordless stuff. So I would always try to just wait, get an old fashioned corded polisher from any of the manufacturers. Rupes and Flex make great machines, and that's probably your go-to. I would hold off on battery powered stuff just because it's going to get better, and it's finally going to get to a spot
better,
where it's going to be a reasonable purchase. Right now, time frames and all that stuff is still kind of it's hard to figure out on timelines and stuff. And the worst thing you want to do is run out of juice when you're polishing. So it's not to say that they're bad. We have a Flex polisher that's battery powered. It's great. It's nice for little quick touch-ups.
it's handy when you want to walk somewhere and don't want to drag a cord. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and we've only used it for small, quick hits. You know?
Touch up stuff.
So, yeah. So, but if I was doing it all day, day in, day out, man, I'd do a cord. I'd have a corded machine just because it makes life 10 times easier. So,
yeah.
And I know they all agree.
All right. So going down here, we got Grant McKinley says, hey guys, do you have any tips, products for washing your car when you live in an apartment with limited access to water? Thanks.
O&R, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it easy because you can work out of a bucket. Anthony, let's show us.
Wow.
So
what am I hearing
Live
bubbling back there?
demonstration. I love that.
yeah, what is that bubbling sound? Is there smoke rolling in? Do we have effects? There's like some scents coming around. No,
Yeah.
So right here. So here's a good example. So this is a gallon of distilled water right here. So what I'll typically do is, well, I don't know about it anymore, but I used to go and pick up gallons of distilled water, and then I'd pre-mix O&R. I'd put 1 capful of O&R to 1 gallon here, and I would have this good to go. So I'd fill up my IK sprayer, do a pre-spray with that, put a couple of these in a bucket, throw a couple towels in it or a mitt, and I can do my wash with less than 3 gallons of water. You don't need distilled water, but I feel like distilled water with O&R just tends to, it goes a little bit longer and it works pretty freaking well. It's a little bit slicker as well. So this is what I typically do. You don't, like I said, you don't have to do this exact method, but just fill up a bucket, throw in some O&R, fill up your IK sprayer, do a pre-rinse, wipe it down with a towel or a mitt, and then dry it. And then use your favorite quick detailer or whatever you want to use as a topper, and you'll be able to keep your car clean.
Oh, Dane,
no
I
matter
saw the
where
back of
you're
your
at.
house. I just saw Dane's bed back there. That's pretty spectacular. But no,
I
Anthony's
updated.
right.
He sleeps
Yeah,
in the jag. Talking about.
Yeah,
Obviously.
but Anthony's right. Like he said, just go grab a couple gallons of distilled water, a little bit of O&R, throw them in a bucket, wash from anywhere, grab yourself an IK multi. Anthony, that's like, I mean, that's even a car show kit. You could set all that up and wash from a car show with just that 1 gallon of distilled water.
Yeah, like you don't realize how far a gallon goes until you just have an actual gallon to do your measurements with, and you'll realize how much you can do with that 1 gallon. It's pretty cool. So going down here, we have Smart and love the background y'all are using. Thanks, Kirby. We have Shane McKinney says, do you feel corded polishers are here to stay? I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always going to be a market for them. Yeah.
I just went to Home Depot. And Anthony, I'm sorry, I didn't buy a Dremel. I thought about it. I even looked at it. I looked back and forth, double-checked
could have just borrowed mine. I think everybody who owns a Dremel has probably used it less than 5 times in their life.
I know, and that's what I thought. I thought, you know what, this will be nice because the versatility of having this. I do a lot of home projects. I'm a DIYer. And I ended up picking up this with a couple of cut discs. Got me a little Ryobi angle grinder here.
Yeah.
With some cut discs. So I'm gonna slice this bumper up. For those that are wondering, I bought a bumper for the Suburban from a guy who was parting it out. I went to wrap it last night and I realized I needed to cut it because of these big meats and the Mambas on the front. I need them to be able to turn. So I thought I'd hold off and I have to cut the bumper. I pulled out a hacksaw or my reciprocating saw. That took a while. So I thought, man, I should get a cut wheel. So anyway, I'm going to cut that up tonight. It's going to be great. Anyway.
Here we go. We got Rep the 305 says, need a new drying towel. Gauntlet, my best option. I'd like to buy a few towels that can do a little bit of everything. Interior wax removal, etc. I'm guessing a 365 is my best option for this. Yeah, 365 or Creature or Spectrum is going to be your best all-around towel for interior, exterior use. 365s really just can take a beating. So those are probably what I and Levi would both go with. There we go. We got Tom Kirby says, Anthony, your garage is better than my dad's special color used in a garage from years ago, pink bubble gum.
Pretty sure your dad, I don't know if your dad would call it pink bubble gum, Kirby. There's a lot of old guys back then that Love the color Dusty Rose.
Ooh, Dusty
It's
Rose.
mostly like pink bubble gum. They just gave it a manly name. Future President Anthony, we all know that's really just a green screened Evo wallpaper.
Yeah, it's
I
just
think
like
you're gonna
mine.
have
It's no more real than what's behind me. So
I would touch it, but I don't want to get it. You know, there's actually just no reason to touch it. But I mean, it's definitely here and real, I think. So
it's going to be really nice when you figure out a way to put a lift in there and lift it up into your bedroom upstairs, so that you can look at it when you're in bed. Katie's going to love that. It's really going to be a really special time.
We got Hans Closen says sunrise in Europe. Nope, it's pitch black here.
Well, Morgan, if you move out of the way a little bit, I think what I was looking at was the wrong way, but the sun is actually setting in parts of the world, and looks like Hans's area, yeah, it's pretty much dark. All the lights are up. It's Europe right there behind you.
But so it's that I don't really
okay, you're good.
Yeah. That's exactly where.
Rectangle, nice Subi in the back there, Anthony.
Thanks.
Nate Strum says, hey guys, in a Chris Fix voice. Next day, Nate's in the house. Mateus Campos, hello, greetings from Brazil. Congratulations and thanks for the game-changing video of the polishers. I really got to review my opinion because I used to say free sprinting orbitals are absolutely crap. Well, thanks, Mateus.
And awesome, right?
That.
I know Mateus is a very big proponent for the rotary, so yeah, it's an important video to see for people who are a little bit more, not sure.
Yeah.
Or too sure. All right,
Tyler Anderson says,
here.
glad you were all safe and healthy. And then
we are too.
Let's see. Hans Closen says, Anthony, is that famous guy called All Day Anthony?
No.
I have no idea. Vigor Auto Detailing says, hey guys, Anthony here from hey guys, Joe here from Vigor Auto Detailing. I just bought my first gallon of Brake Buster. Gonna try it out. What were your first products? What do you mean? What were our first products? That's a good question.
First detailing products?
Like personally or as the rag company? Because I could tell you easily at the rag company, but no, go ahead, guys.
Yeah. We got Rectangle says, what are we answering? Are we answering what our first detailing products were or what? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I'll talk about TRC. You just go ahead about what you personally used before you ever knew about us.
Like first thing I've ever used ever in my life as a detailing product.
I assume that's what they're going for.
All right, here we go. I use Pro Car Beauty. My dad had a couple cans of wax and some degreasers and tire cleaners and tire dressings. That's what I used growing up. Pro is still available. A lot of people still use their products. They're almost 100 years old. I used Pro. That was kind of the Pro line. It was only available through a distributor. And we had an old guy that we used to go to his house, walk into his garage. He had one light bulb hanging from the ceiling. And he had shelves of products. And I remember going with my dad to pick up stuff. After that, when I first started working at a car wash, the main professional products I used was Pro. And used Pro products and then started to dabble in MVP or Mark V, as it was. Mark V's out of California. MVP was the distributing company that was distributing them, which is Buff Bright. So that was how I did that. But then when I opened Hawks, I was using all Mark V and MVP, and then transferred over to doing Optimum. So that's kind of, and then my career at the rag company started shortly after that. So you guys, Morgan, that's the best background.
Yeah, I know. I love that.
You're in Anthony's place too. It's great.
Awesome.
Hey guys, take a look.
Anthony in there?
That's not good.
I mean, if that's what hers looks like, then Anthony's is definitely not real.
That's what I'm saying. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
it's set.
Wow.
Just ignore the clipping.
This is awkward. Okay, so my first detailing product I ever used. Okay, so I'd want to say that probably I remember my dad had a box of old stuff, and it was when cardboard boxes were made a lot thicker than what they are today. You know what I'm talking about? Like those really like you like feel it and you're like, this may as well be made out of wood. He stored a bunch of stuff in there, and so I know he had some old metal polish in there. It may have been some really really old mother's metal polish. He also had not Zymol. Trying to think of the other wax that starts with a Z.
See the
May have
ghost
been
of
that.
Brando back there.
Zayna?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it may have been Zane. I can't remember what it was. That
Zymol.
thing of wax.
It's probably Zymol.
Zymol's
Was it
pretty
been around
well
for
known,
a
but
while.
Zano is also very well known.
Zano too, yeah, but Zano is more of a UK thing. Zymol is probably what it was.
It might have been it was like a blue bottle of Zymol, I think, which was
I've had
the first wax that I used.
I played with Zymol 20 years ago, so.
And then I think from there was a product called TR3, which was a glaze that I used, metal can, and that was pretty old school. And then I think not too long after that, I picked up a can of, it was just a McGuire's. I think it was like a style of cleaner wax of some sort. It was a white and red can, and it was pretty old school. But I think that was what, 2006. That the first can of wax I bought was in 2006. But prior to that, helping my dad with his truck, I would say that goes all the way back to probably early 2000s, if not late 90s, for the first time I ever used anything. So, Morgan,
I'm trying to figure out. Obviously, I lost my spot here. What question are we on?
Oh, what was your first detailing product you've ever used?
I mean, like, what do we? Because I just used to buy like those Armor All kits.
Yeah.
From Walmart, because I was like, ooh, got the whole kit. I was like, super
real
cool.
proud.
Yeah.
But you know, live and you learn.
Yeah, I think the first like product that I ordered online and not like at the store, like at Walmart, I think was I ordered the Chemical Guys, the Diablo gel wheel cleaner.
Okay.
The wheel guard, because that's when I first bought my first set of wheels, and I was like, oh, I paid $1,000 for these. I'm gonna take care of these. And
naturally,
here I am now. So
yeah. So I remember probably kind of bouncing between the online stuff. That's usually like people's first foray into like boutique, quote unquote, is probably like Chemical Guys or Adams or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dane?
All right, Dane, go for it.
For me, I mean, honestly, before work at the rag company, I pretty much just did over-the-counter stuff. Like Meg's Gold Class was a soap I used on my cars for a long time. Just that kind of stuff. I didn't really venture out too far into detailing products per se, because I'm not a big paint corrector or any of that stuff. I've learned much more now working at the rag company, but before all that, I really didn't know very much. So learned a lot along the way. But as far as TRC goes, I mean, first product we carried there was pretty much the Optimum no rinse, essentially. And it just kind of turned into those videos from there. Was kind of our first foray into making videos was Optimum stuff. So, I mean, Levi can remember that pretty well.
Yeah, it was that was a fun time. So it was doing stuff by the seat of our pants.
Like this.
Rectangle, what would you recommend to clean some very dirty power tools? I kind of neglected cleaning them for a while. Power clean, unless just spray and wipe on. Power clean is great for that. Christopher Horton, why do you guys store your towels? Oh, how do you store your towels at home?
Why?
Any bins that work especially well? Anthony, show us your towel solution storage package.
Oh yeah.
So you don't want to see mine. It's a garbage bag that I fill up with dirty towels. Then I wash them, and then I put them back in the garbage bag, and then I bring them out to my garage. That's how I store my towels. I am not the right person to ask how to store your towels. Now, in my shop, I used a lot of those see-through bins, just like we have at TRC. Anthony's bringing one over to show you guys, but that's easily the fastest, cheapest, easiest way to store them. Keep them from getting dirty, all that stuff. So
yeah. So this
makes
is
sense.
1 of 5.
Oh man.
1 of 5. And so these are my compound and polish towels. So basically, it's just a little Sterilite, just a airlock type thing, and I store them typically on a shelf in my laundry room. But in here, I mostly have creatures. I have creatures, I think 365s, a little bit of everything in here. And then I also store my pearls in here for if I'm doing any type of coating. I'll typically store a little arsenal of pearls in there. It's just kind of like a one-time use. And those are all edgeless as well. But I have, like I said, 4 other bins. This is specifically for polish and compound removal. And then I have another bin that's my dirty job towels. I have another bin that's like my pristine high-end towels, all my Eagles and stuff like that. And then I have a bin for all of my interior and glass stuff. So pretty much,
that's
I've separated it like that.
That's what I love about Anthony is he's very organized. Everything. I've got waffle weaves. I've got creatures. I've got 365s. I've got Dragos. Yeah, like here's a gray creature. It's all everything's washed, so this bag smells like vinegar. Here's a light blue Dry Me River that's been washed with some red Dragos. Here's a green creature. Like everything's just in this bag. So I'm a little more I don't know, loosey-goosey in that sense. All the towels are clean, so that's how I use them. But I just I don't have dedicated towels for different jobs. I use 365s and Dragos for everything. So my drying towels are just hanging right here by my water heater. I've got a couple gauntlets and a couple twist and shouts. So that's how I store them. As long as they're like able to stay clean, that's all I care about. The dirty ones go in just a bin, and then I take those in, wash them, put them in a garbage bag until they're done.
So I pulled this towel because I know I've talked about this before. I've told everybody I've had an Eagle that's going on, over 5-something years at this point. Actually, God, I'm gonna almost argue to say, I wouldn't say quite 6 years, but I mean, I'd probably say a little over 5, almost 6. So here is an Eagle from back in the day. This is 480 GSM. This has been washed hundreds of times. I would say hundreds of times. But you can see that it's kind of been exposed to heat. You can actually see how it's kind of the fibers have bunched up and whatnot. And that's because, I had this before I learned how to wash microfibers. But the freakish part is that this thing is still absorbent. This thing is still soft. And like I said, I still rotate it through my towels. It's just like a D grade at this point. So I use it for all my dirty jobs, but just crazy how long that some of these towels have lasted. I'm keeping this one for pretty much forever because like I said, this is the first Eagle that I ever bought. And this was back when I was a customer of TRC. So
very nice.
Throwback.
All right, Morgan, how do you store your towels at home?
Great question. So I actually have one of those like plastic bin like drawers. So it's like
yep.
bin and it has like the pull out. So I just try and put like kind of similar towels in, and then once I use them, I have a laundry basket that's in the garage, and then I put them in the laundry basket and then just wash them and then put them back in the drawers.
There you go. Easy.
Yeah.
That's actually what I had. I had like 3 of those with 3 drawers each. And that's how I stored all our towels at the shop. So
yeah, but I do really like how Sydney has her set up with like the baskets hanging on the wall, and then like the top is the clean and then the bottom is the dirty, so you don't have to like open and shut anything. It's just open, you just grab it, use it, throw it down below.
Nice. That's cool. Ian, I am the OB. TRC presents Quarant Talks. Greetings from Fort Worth, Texas. I have read that bead maker can be applied and removed in direct sunlight. I haven't attempted it just yet. Any concerns I should have? No, I would probably watch the temperature. If the ambient temperature and the humidity is a little high, I wouldn't just spray it on the car. I'd probably spray it on my towel and apply it and wipe it off that way. Key is just making sure that you're not in a very high humidity situation. Thomas Gersh, love crystal sealant. Can I reuse the towel I used to remove it, or is it now a dirty towel? Would it be the same with something like Tack Moonlight? Thomas, I don't know anything about Tack Moonlight. I will say I haven't had any issues washing my crystal sealant towels because there is no SiO2 in it. It's a polymer resin. And so we're able to wash it out pretty well. Just make sure you use a little distilled white vinegar, or if you want, soak the towels prior in a little APC diluted with water, or even ONR, or even car wash soap. Something simple as that. Delphine, anyone had this new wipers issue? Bought some Bosch Aero Twins, recommended for my Evoque. Works great for 3 weeks, and then started skipping like crazy. I did nothing wrong. I'm gonna go back to OEM wipers. A friend has the same issue with his X1. Delphine, my question to you would be like, maybe take some alcohol on a towel and clean the rubber. Sometimes those things can get just dirty. The actual rubber itself can get dirty, and so it'll cause the wipers to skip. The other thing is, do you have something on the front windshield? Sometimes coatings can create such a slippery surface that the wipers kind of just glide over it because there's no resistance. So you might check that. High-end auto detailing in Puerto Rico. Hi, please explain Washmit's chenille, wool, and microfiber, when to use one or the other. Okay. That is called personal preference. So
Yeah.
on a Washmit, I mean, the differences between chenille, wool, and microfiber is literally just what do you like? What do you want to use? Maybe you feel like you want to wash with wool one day. Maybe you want to wash with chenille, or maybe you are just 100% microfiber. It's totally up to you. No rhyme or reason for it. So, Anthony, you want to answer
My question is about
question?
wool versus microfiber. Is there a real difference? I use wool because microfiber are too expensive.
Where are
Well,
you?
is it worth the
Whoa.
investment?
I think he jumped
Where are
way
you?
down.
Oh,
The next one's G Davis. Yeah.
He's lost.
This is what happens when we're not together. We can't all just point at the
here we go,
screen and go
sorry.
there.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. What polish would you recommend for lug nuts? Also glad Morgan can join us from the set of the new Star Trek movie.
I was there. I have since landed,
Oh.
Excellent.
Nice.
since returned to Earth. So good to be here.
Oh, glad you're with us.
Gee, a polish for lug nuts, huh? If they're chrome, Optimum metal polish. If they're powder coated, last cut works just fine. What do you think, Anthony?
Yeah, if they're like a chrome, like a little bit of steel wool and a little bit of a Optimum metal polish, we'll get them cleaned up. But I'm pretty much right what you said.
Yeah.
We got
Careful with the nuts.
Yeah, you want to be careful with them. They're delicate. We got Martin Corrivo.
Hello.
Geez, man. Hi from Cochrane, Alberta, Canada. Okay, sorry. There was just a lot. That was a big mouthful. We got Jacob Sabayan says, "Hi y'all, are the best. Just had to say Morgan's TikToks are that's a weird emoji. I don't know if that's
I think that's royalty.
I think that's
yeah. High-end auto detailing Puerto Rico says, I received my gauntlets. We'll be trying them soon and let you know.
Thanks. We think you'll
Then
love
we have
it.
Mateus says, my question is about wool versus microfiber. Is there a real difference? I use wool because microfiber is too expensive. Will it be worth the investment? Well, I think to answer that, wool is gonna run cooler than microfiber, right? So depending on what kind of machine you're using and what speed you're using.
But that's my question. Is that on a machine? Because a microfiber pad isn't any more expensive than a wool pad.
That is true. I mean, like a Lake Country microfiber is going to be just as much as their new hybrid style wool.
Yeah. So, Mateus, is that a question on, because you say wool or microfiber, is that a Washmate question? Because pad question, the price is the same. And like Anthony said, wool will run cooler than microfiber. I usually recommend wool for soft paint and microfiber for hard paint when compounding. So
yeah. We have RSX Freak 79 says, completed a wash, decon, and polish. Applied WOO CS as my LSP and absolutely love the shine and water beading. My plan is to use WOO's quick detail as a drying aid. Will the QD affect the characteristics of CS? Thanks. Actually, to be honest, I would say realistically, QD, the WOO's quick detailer, beads so freakishly well and still sheets so freakishly well that I would say it'd be hard pressed to see that much of a difference. Now, if you're comparing maybe QD to Contact 121, then there would be a pretty significant difference. But crystal sealant and QD, I think they actually share a lot of the same polymers inside them that allow that to happen. And the surface tension is extremely smooth. I would say crystal sealant with QD on top, you'll be able to Starsky and Hutch off of anything on that car. It's nice. So slick. So George Sabata says, hello guys from Orange County, California. Should the automobile detailer be working with the pandemic?
This has been a big question lately.
Yeah. So I'm going to say, just as a business owner, I would do everything that you can to work as long as you possibly can. However, that doesn't mean putting your employees or yourselves at risk. So Correct. I've seen a lot of detailers that are cleaning police cars, ambulances, fire trucks, all that stuff. If you're rated for biohazard and you're trained in that kind of stuff, by all means. If you've never done it before in your life and you're like, well, we're just cleaning interiors, you might want to rethink that. I would probably offer washes. I would probably continue to offer, certain things, but certain services. But the biggest thing is, if you are going to be working on people's interiors, do not tell them that you will be able to prevent the coronavirus or prevent someone from getting sick. What you want to be able to say is that you are cleaning their car, and they still need to practice proper CDC guidelines, and that your shop is not responsible for removing anything like that, but you are providing a cleaner environment. And then describe the surfaces and stuff that you're going to do. Now, any of the towels that you use and your clothing and all that, that's why a lot of guys are using disposable suits. Make sure you've got gloves, respirators, all that, because if a person is infected and they're cleaning their car, you are now going to be a carrier of it, or you're going to catch it, or your guys are going to catch it. So do proper procedure and protocol for cleaning. And again, this may cause a lot of detailers to start learning about biohazards and how to clean and certify themselves for fire hazards for situations like these, if this happens again in the future. So I just make sure that you're not legally, hurting yourself. Make sure that you're not putting your team or yourself in jeopardy. And you should always, as a business, have a plan for emergency situations like this. So one thing I would do is maybe look at it as a benefit, and maybe take some time, have your employees come in one day and just, they can clean all their cars, get their own personal cars clean, get everybody, on the ready, and then put some time into the shop. Take this time to paint the shop, clean the shop, service all the equipment, maybe switch out all the brushes on the buffers if you're slow. Spend some time on the website, spend some time on your books. Really do a deep dive into cleaning the shop and making sure it's ready to go, so that when everything does come back, you are in the best situation. Maybe your parking lot's done, everything's cleaned and ready. Take a little time. I mean, a lot of us are always stressed, especially with all of us coming into summertime. This was the normal, kick up for the busy season. And for a lot of us, it's not, or we're forced not to work. Go in and actually work on your shop, work on making sure that the shop is ready to go, that the business is ready to go. Start figuring out, maybe start doing some training, some deep dive training with some of your employees. Maybe you got some guys that want to learn how to, or gals that want to learn how to do paint correction or want to learn how to do coatings, take this time to start teaching them. Don't just send them all home. Maybe do like we're doing, do Zoom meetings and get your team together and kind of maybe show them IDA stuff, like some of the old webinars and things like that. Get going with that and show them on how to do this, these kind of things, and educate, teach your team. Use this time wisely. That's probably going to be your best bet for this situation. So, all right, that was a long answer, but an important one. All right, so Bill Lewis, I have a new polisher, 8mm throw, 2 and 3-inch backing plates. I use Optimum Hyper Compound and Hyper Polish. Hard paint. Please recommend pads. Thanks. Got a sneeze.
Bless you.
Well,
sorry.
I really don't see a whole lot wrong with what you're going with. Hyper compound is a little bit more finicky if this is one of your first times using a stronger compound, it can be a little bit finicky. But if you get good with it, hyper compound's a great choice. Just make sure to clean out those sprayers because they do tend to clog. You could use that. You could use something like the Last Cut. You can use whatever you'd like to use. There's really not really much to coach on there. I'd say just jump in, see what happens. If you're able to get a good finish with what you have, then stick with it. There's no reason to change.
Yeah.
Matea says, my understanding is that that microfiber works with SMAT and wool works with DAT. Get it? DAT. It works with DAT. No. Yep. Okay.
I do. I get it.
Do you agree? So we have diminishing abrasives, and then SMAT is damn it, I'm forgetting what the hell the acronym for that is.
SMAT is a solid. I think it's a solid molecule abrasive technology, and wool with a diminishing abrasive. So
something like that. Yeah.
Basically, that's wrong. They both work with either fiber or wool. So whether it's SMAT or DAT, you can use either or. Wool is designed to always run cooler on the surface, and microfiber is designed to cut harder and faster. So if you have very hard paint, I always recommend you cut with microfiber. If you have very fresh, straight out of the body shop, you can touch it and leave a fingerprint in it. You want to use wool. Microfiber is too grabby, and microfiber also generates a lot of heat. So you want to just make sure that that's what you're really working with, rather than just going like, oh, it's because of technology, I can't use it. No, it's literally just down to heat and temperature control. So G Davis, Delphine, I don't buy much at the dealer, but I always buy my wiper refills there. Well, that's words to live by. You might see. Juan, hey guys from Palm Beach, Florida. Nice to see you guys still doing awesome content. Love the TRC crew. Y'all are the best. Thank you, Juan. We appreciate that.
Thanks.
G Davis, Anthony, where do you keep that bicycle you won as a kid?
It's somewhere. I don't know, somewhere over there. I can't quite remember. My good old yeah. Let's see.
RSX
we got RSX Freak says, finally ran out of my my MF shampoo. Which product would you recommend? It's been 6 years since I was in the market for just one. And just curious what the best is in the current market. MF shampoo.
I'd probably just use, microfiber Restore, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Short of that, free and clear detergent and just half a cup of distilled white vinegar in the bleach or fabric softener port. Easiest way to do it. So, G Davis, will the MOSHQ bidet project be part of a future at-home Q&A? Fun fact, G Davis, the installation of the bidet has been recorded. I do have the files. The team just needs to download them.
What's your
I don't intend to do that.
Very nice. It's riveting, fascinating. Many people are going to be, it's probably going to be a tremendous video
now,
for the
yeah,
TRC
I think
channel.
people might actually be interested now.
Yep. No toilet paper needed. Get your bidet. Available at theragcompany.com.
He's got a point. Oh boy.
Well, you go to the
says,
store. First off,
right,
you go to
moving
the
down
store.
line here.
Dane, you go to the store. Paper towels are
rectangle.
still
I think
in
Morgan
abundance.
is glitching. No, that was a while
So-
ago. I think Morgan's fine now. She was clipping a little bit earlier, but
That was me.
that
That
was
was
it.
going back into orbit. Sometimes the connection will cut out when
Yeah.
I'm coming to the atmosphere. So that's probably just what that was.
yeah,
Totally
long
understand.
distance transmissions. I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Dane, what I was talking about was paper towels are still in abundance.
Yeah.
And with a bidet, you can use a paper towel and throw it away because of what you've washed everything. So you're just really drying at that point.
Whatever helps
could
you
also
sleep at
use-
night.
You could also use reusable, wonderful, highly absorbent microfiber towels.
Cut out.
Boy. Oh boy. I
All
already
right.
saw Jason Otterness's post about
Andy
microfiber
White.
towels in a pinch.
All right, high-end auto detailing. First wash for microfibers is best to use distilled white vinegar or microfiber wash. I'm inclined to vinegar, but let me know. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, really, you can do whatever you want. The key is just the first wash. We ask that you wash them just because they're going to get. I mean, they've been touched at the factory. They are washed at the factory, but it's not like an actual wash. And then they've been touched by a few hands. So it's good to just get them washed before you even use them. So. And it doesn't really matter at that point. I just stick to the guidelines. Don't overheat them. Don't wash in hot water. Don't use a bunch of fabric softener. Don't do, stay free and clear. So whether it's just vinegar, whether that's free and clear detergent or a microfiber detergent, totally fine. So Vigor, my order has been shipped. Victory.
Hey.
You're welcome, man. Scott Weaver, do you wash your pearl towels before using for coating? Scott, we recommend you wash all your towels before use of any towel for any job, period. Whether or not you do that is totally on you. So high-end auto detail and benefits of using pearls versus 365 or something similar, better leveling. Yes, pearls were designed to level a lot better. The weave is a lot tighter, more lint-free, so to speak. So Vigor Scott, good question. Sid, hey y'all, missed your faces in real life.
Aw.
Good to see you
Miss
guys.
you.
Miss you too, Sid. Alkaline Trio, Dane's live streaming game is strong.
It's got to be
and
this
Morgan's,
mic.
He's prepared for this his
Morgan-
whole.
I think my favorite part about Dane's live stream is the fact that he's plugging himself up in the corner. That's
You
amazing.
bet.
He is.
You guys were all like, I'm going to put my garage in the background. And quietly, I was like, oh, I got this.
Oh, no, Anthony, did you notice that his background is moving subtly?
Yeah, it's actually a
back and
video.
forth.
I recorded a video of doing that and then I reversed it so it plays back and forth.
You
in
can
slow
make a
motion.
video as your background.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I learned that this afternoon and quickly went into action.
Oh, so great.
Quickly went into action.
Hold on,
Dane's
my internet
Still
just
live
died.
from
I
the
gotta
Zoom every
check
week.
it out.
You're still broadcasting over here from
No,
us.
well,
'cause
my
we're
phone
still
is,
on
but
your phone.
my computer's not.
So Alkaline Trio says Morgan's makeup is on point. You looking great. Cassie Lee just got a brand new Subi. I've heard they've got soft paint. Is this true? How should I care for the paint? Yes, Cassie, they do have soft paint. Honestly though, light polish, easy to go with. You can pick up a Harbor Freight polisher or a Porter Cable DA. Short throw an orange pad on it, grab a little last cut or even hyper polish, and get a lot of finish out of it. So not a lot to worry about. Robbie Shaw, got some money for my birthday to buy a 3-inch polisher. I've been looking at the Roops LHR 75, but I already have a 21 Mark II. Would you all recommend the Roops or something else? I would recommend the Roops. It's a great little machine, but really you could save some money, buy yourself a Harbor Freight or a Porter Cable short throw polisher, throw a little 3-inch pad on it, buy a backing plate from us, and really have a wicked little machine.
So I do want to
That's all
chime
it
in on that.
uses. What do you want to do?
I do use my Porter cable, right? I won't be able to get it right now, but I do use my Porter cable with a 3-inch backing plate. Last weekend, I was using a Harbor Freight with a 3-inch backing plate. I will say the Harbor Freight has more power than the Porter cable does. With that said, the Harbor
Have you
Freight's
replaced your
also
brushes?
twice. Listen, the Harbor Freight is twice as freaking loud as the
Right.
Porter cable. It is so loud, it is almost unbearable at certain points. And so I would say just go into that knowing that the Porter cable will be quieter. The Harbor Freight will probably blow your ears out. But that was on the old school Chicago electric version. I think that since Bauer started making the 3 inches, I don't know if they got them quieter or if they dropped down the power. I'm not really sure.
I am going to say that there are videos. Anthony, you probably do need to change your brushes on your Porter cable. Bring the speed up, bring the power back up. And then second thing is there are bearing videos to watch that show how to lubricate those bearings and put a little extra grease in there to be able to quiet that machine up. Because from the factory, they're only given a certain amount. So that's an idea. You can do a little Google search, maybe see if you can find some videos on YouTube on how to make them a little quieter, make them run a little better. So probably worth a checkout. Alkaline Trio says it's finally good to see Anthony. Oop, too far. Man, went pretty far there. That pushed it all the way down the bottom. Oh, oops. Anthony's well-organized garage. And
just as corner just as corner.
Yeah, Levi, smart way of getting the company logo in the live stream. Oh, you're very welcome, man. I'm a company man. As you can see, this is my normal daily attire, just about every day, is TRC branded apparel. So that's true. It's not like I have logos on everything. I'm not a crazy man.
As you count the logos.
So Delphine, for my wiper issue, I just used acetone to clean them. Skipping issue started after my first wash. I used Stoner Clean and Repel as always, but it may have the opposite effect with the Bosch flat wipers. Possibly, Delphine, possibly. Just try alcohol. Don't use acetone. Just use alcohol. Mateus Campos, here in Brazil, microfiber pads are 3 times the price of wool. But thanks for the tip about temperature, wool, and clear coat hardness, microfiber. You're welcome, man. Luke Berge, stuck at work. We're incredibly slow. I bet you are, man.
Yeah.
G. Davis, looking forward to the Luke Berge versus Hans Close and self-quarantine video collab. Luke Berge says, you just wait, G. Just wait. I can see Luke and Hans duking it out in Super Smash Bros.
That would be fun.
Well, now that East Coast trip is canceled, you won't be seeing that video this year. Luke, so current situation of that is we are basically in a holding pattern with that. So we still have the dates. TRC, if Mama Hennen lets us go, we may. But for right now, they're kind of calling it unless stuff starts happening. The problem is in New York and New Jersey, it's running rampant over there, and they're a little worried that this may carry into the summer. And we could be in the peak time when we get there, when this is all going down. So for right now, we're tentatively saying we're holding off. Not totally canceled, but you never know. So it's all dependent on this.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Here we go. We got
G. Davis.
G. Davis says, oh, this is great. Dane looks like he's ready to host a YouTube call-in show on right-wing conspiracies. 1-800-FUN-DANE. Dane,
chemicals are making the frogs.
Like, no, he's not wrong. Because of the headphones and all of that, you really
need a more gravelly voice.
A show.
I need to look like I'm in a bunker. I need to just increase the level of graveliness in my voice. I really need to go for that full-fledged. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bill Lewis says, you missed my question, Anthony. Recommended pads.
Oh, sorry. So recommended pads. So with hyper polish, you could use on a 3-inch. I think it's a 3-inch 8mm throw. Yes. So
any of the flat foams, Bill. Any of the flat foams will work.
Any of the flat foams, that'll do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mateus Campos, super micro abrasives. That's what SMAT is. Cassie Lee, is Chemical Guys really worth the hype? Cassie, they got some good stuff, but you know, they do make a lot of the same stuff, just different scents. So some things work, but you got to remember a lot of that stuff is entry level. So a lot of it can work. Some things don't work very well. So it's all good products and they work for what you need it for. So just good luck. So Luke Berge, no Chemical Guys is in the same ranking as F11. Okay, Luke. JR Sparkling
And then
Clean,
there's those
hi.
opinions.
Yep. I can't figure out what's going on. I bought a gauntlet, used it, and worked amazing. I washed with microstore and white vinegar, then air dried the towel. Seriously sucks at absorbing water now. What, Luke?
Probably put a curse on it.
Yeah, you probably cursed.
Put a hex on it.
Luke ruins everything he touches. I
It's
swear.
because he always asks
Oh.
one R. The world is revolting against him.
Yikes.
Like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Luke, I have no idea what you did. I have no
tell you,
idea.
bud. Try washing it again. G. Davis, Levi, I hope you find a way to include Nate Shrum in your bidet videos. When I think of freshness via high pressure water, I think of Nate. That, you know, G, I've known Nate for like 12 years. We've been good friends. And I also think of fresh high pressure water when I think of Nate as well. David M. did 2 coats of Seaquartz UK 3.0 and 1 coat of Gliss while being stuck at home this week and used Pearl towels to level them all. They worked great. Awesome,
Excellent.
David. I'm proud of you for doing that. Luke says the towel is just super hydrophobic.
Well, did you use a drying aid?
Yeah.
Yeah, all I can think is that he used a drying aid and it managed to cure or get
So,
embedded.
Luke, I'm going to ask you to shock it with some ammonia. That's what I'm going to say
Going
next. Wash it in
extreme.
ammonia. Yeah. High-end auto detail in Puerto Rico. My gauntlets are 12-12, so I think they're too small for drying. Any suggestion on where to use them until I receive the larger ones? Drying rims? Yeah, that's actually what they were designed for, man.
That's literally exactly what they were designed for.
Han says Nate should blow the whistle after each MOSHQ bidet visit.
Oh my.
It would be kind of nice. Yeah, you know, then we all know bidet's been used. Oakley Auto Detail, and if you never used your towels before, what towel do I try first?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
365s.
No.
Honestly,
No.
creatures are great. Eagles are great.
Eagles will
Maybe
make
grab
fall
a Pluffle
Yeah.
or even a gauntlet.
love.
All honesty, drying towel, get a gauntlet. It's the best to start with. 15 by 27.
You really have a hard time wanting anything else if you go for those.
Yep.
That is until you get deep into like the super niche stuff. So
We got Danny Israel says TRC continues to crush it. Thank you, Danny. We got Carissa Thomas says, hi, I'm detailing Explorer. Big thing. Can I make a mix of ONR and hard water spot remover for windows? A mix of, is it any hard water spot remover?
yeah,
Are you talking
what
about MDR
hard water
specifically?
spot
Because-
remover are you using?
Because MDR and ONR can be mixed together as a solution. You can hit up Ivan about
They
that.
can.
His actual dilution.
Yeah, I just want to
what I
make sure
would,
it's not like somebody's taking IGL delete and then mixing it with some other stuff or
just
something.
kind of be
Like,
careful
you
what you're
need
mixing.
to know.
And then she says, also, do I need to wait for my pads to completely dry after wash using it? Nope. You can spin dry them and you can use them damp. Typically, a damp pad will cut better and work better than a completely dry pad.
Takes a
We got
little longer to
Alkaline
heat up.
Top Hat, Alkaline Trio, sorry, says, Levi, are the uses of lacquer thinner as varied as Bubba's family shrimp recipes? Any chance you could list off some uses of it?
So, lacquer thinner is really great for just about everything if you use it properly. So I know everybody laughs when I say like it's the answer for this or the answer for that,
Basically.
but it actually is. Lacquer thinner is one of those indispensable products that you can use for a lot of stuff. So take this fine vehicle right here. got a vinyl wrap on it. One of the things we could do when we peel the wrap off, it's going to have glue. And Dane
Anthony,
just
shut
loses.
up.
But you can use it to remove the glue that's left over, the residual. The other thing is any tar, any actual like black tar that you get on a car. Let's say you are unfortunate and you go behind a truck with seal coating or chip seal in the area. Lacquer thinner is the easiest, fastest, cheapest way to remove everything, to get all that stuff off. Now, there are a couple stipulations. I recommend if you're going to buy towels, you only buy white or gray, light gray towels to wipe the surface. Otherwise, you'll leach the dye out of those towels and you put it into the paint. So second thing, don't go overboard. When I was wiping the Suburban down, getting it ready to do vinyl, I had to remove a lot of trim. I had to remove a lot of emblems. I had a lot of glue left over. I used lacquer thinner for that because it worked the best. Now, it does soften the clear coat. So you do have to wait for it to evaporate before you can start compounding and polishing so that you don't damage anything or hurt anything. But honestly, it works really good for that. Tree sap, if it's hard tree sap, like 5, 10, 20-year-old tree sap, it'll remove it. If it's soft pine tar sap, that's like the globs that actually land, I've got a tree outside that does that. It's great for removing tree sap off of surfaces. So it works really well in a lot of different places. Sometimes on interiors, there could be a scuff or something that you just can't get clean, like a black mark from, say, your shoes or friend's shoes or whatever. A little bit on a towel and very light wiping, usually you can remove just the scuff. So it has a lot of great benefits, but can do a lot of damage. So I always recommend that you use caution when you use it. Make sure you wear gloves. You may want to wear a dust mask or a respirator for it because extended use, let's say you got a car covered in tar and sap, it's gonna get you high. So always be careful with it. But it, for all intents and purposes, it's actually a really great product. So
yeah. Okay, so going down here, we have Mateus saying, "Gotta go. Thanks a lot. You should put a store here in Rio de Janeiro. Stay safe, brothers. God bless you."
That'd be amazing if we could do something in Brazil.
Gio Darrett says, "Thought on using a rotary polisher over a DA and how versatile is a wool pad if that's all you got for both compound and polish."
Not versatile at all.
Not with that combination.
Not with that attitude.
You're kind of limiting yourself.
Yeah. If you only have a one pad to do a car, it's not going to go well. Wool is always going to cut. Now, you can polish out with a wool, but I've been using a rotary for almost 25 years. I've never been able to do it. I've never been able to finish out with wool. And so realistically, wool is great for cutting. Foam is good for finishing. So, but yeah, invest in some pads. They're not that expensive. So
we got Luke Berge says Drying Aid was Willow's quick detailer. Luke, so quick detailer shouldn't clog up your towels to the extent to where it is completely hydrophobic, because while it does have some hydrophobic properties to it that are polymer based, it's not something that's long term. So it's almost like you may have very, very, very temporarily sealed that towel if that was the case. It really depends on how much you used. And I'm actually going to knock out Alkaline's comment here as well, who says, I seem to have used I seem to have bead maker buildup on my gauntlet and double twisters towels that isn't coming out when washing with warm water and vinegar. Could I soak them in an APC for a few hours? Dilution recommendation. So yes, to answer both those questions, this is something that I'm actually wanting to do during this time here at home, is mix it up, try some different combinations of pre-soaking methods for towels. I have about 5 or 6 towels that are completely hydrophobic at this point that I have used, literally sat out, let dry out completely, and to where they are pretty hydrophobic. So I really want to figure out the kind of end-all solution to how to bring back those hydrophobic properties with some of the chemicals that we do have here on hand. So for example, I have Power Clean lying around. I do have distilled vinegar. I do have ammonia. I do have a little bit of everything. So Power Clean might be one of the most easy ways to do it. In terms of a dilution, I mean, I would probably say if you're filling it up in a bucket, maybe a bucket, let's just say you fill up maybe 3 gallons or so and you're soaking a towel, maybe do, I don't know, maybe 10 ounces of power clean inside that bucket and just let it soak and maybe cycle those towels out. So let the power clean soak in about 10 ounces to roughly 3 gallons of water. So, I mean, you're looking at 300 something ounces, whatever it may be. So let it soak, see what happens, then just rewash it and try to zap it with a little bit more distilled vinegar and see if that helps at all. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out like a better kind of end all be all solution to that, because I mean, I know that that's happening to more and more people, the more that people use bead maker as a drying aid. And it's kind of like a drug, because you want to use bead maker as a drying aid, but you don't want to damage or you don't want to make your towels hydrophobic, but like you can't help but do it. So I want to figure out a better way to say, hey, use this, soak it in a bucket, pull them out, you're good to go. And that'd be the end all be all. So let me figure that out, and I'll try to get people a more thorough answer.
I like it.
So we got Cassie Lee says, thank you for answering my question. Which car soap do you suggest for a new 2019 Subaru? It's been garage new since purchase, so it's very little contamination. We would say, I mean, in terms of, you know, best bang for your buck, I really do think that Pearl by P&S is a fantastic shampoo in terms of being really cost efficient, highly dilutable. If you're looking for a really good experience, Wowo's Detailer shampoo provides probably I'd probably say the nicest experience in terms of kind of like the scent, the aroma, and how slick the product is. You can't go wrong with a lot of different car shampoos out there. I mean, anything that's pH balanced is going to be your friend. High-end auto detailing says, did Luke wash the gauntlet with microfiber restore and vinegar, or microfiber restore then vinegar? I'm confused. We're not sure. I'm going to skip over that question because it was deleted, but thank you for the $2. We got Danny Israel says, did I hear right? TRC hand sanitizer, is it lacquer thinner based? Does it also come with moisturizer?
No, it'd be really great though, right? If we created something like that.
It really cools your hands too. The second you put that,
it's got a nice cooling effect.
Who knew?
Freezes your skin.
I can't feel my hands.
Very nice.
My favorite though was when we were using it and Dane goes, my hands are getting cold. And I was like, Dane, you need to wear gloves. And he was like, oh.
What do you do about the chafing?
Yeah. G Davis, I hope you guys can make the Detailers domain event. If not, I'm stuck driving to my son to the Poconos for the Jewish Teen Jamboree and Lindbergh meet and greet.
Love it. Love it.
What an event.
That's a niche.
I hate it here.
Dane, have you shared those video clips I posted about video teleconferencing mishaps? I'm worried the TRC team may make the same mistakes. Hopefully.
Ooh.
I'm hoping you do make the
we'll
same
have to wait and see.
I would too.
I would suggest sharing it in the group though. Yeah.
Yeah, Danny, I did see that you shared them. They were hilarious. There was one where a girl was on a video conference call, took her laptop into the bathroom, set it down, pulled her pants down to go to the bathroom, and then realized that her webcam was on and that she was still on the meeting. And everyone was like, Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Yeah. So the only mishaps we've had is that Dane has been late to the morning meeting because he keeps waiting for an email that was sent on Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, I keep checking it. Yesterday I couldn't find it because I sent it the day before. Today I said, okay, where's the new thing? And then they tell me right at 9 o'clock, oh, it's a recurring thing. You have to use the old one. Oh, now I have to hunt for the old one.
Which I said in the email that this is
I didn't read that.
It's all set up.
I just looked for a link. That was it.
Yeah. So we've already talked. We've told Dane that next week will also be reoccurring. So the same setup. So he will be a master of this hopefully by tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
so
one way or another.
He's already, as you can see, he's already created a wonderful backdrop for himself.
Oh yes.
So lovely setup. All right. Geo Dayrit, sounds good. Appreciate the feedback. I have other pads. I've had some of my coworkers try to convince me that a wool pad is all I would need. Perfectly satisfied with my foam and microfiber pads. Use all three, bud. Carissa Thomas, okay, not a detail question. A video from another microfiber company said to bleach your microfiber to eliminate the coronavirus. Really? We're not going to really answer that. You're going to need to use whatever you can to clean your towels if they've come in contact. But honestly, just throw them away and get new ones.
Yeah.
I
Based
mean,
on,
I wouldn't even.
Are you
I
eating
wouldn't
chicken
even.
wings?
I wouldn't even worry about that. That's a delicious. Oh man, Anthony's favorite food.
now I do recall for a spell of time when we were selling to, and we still do, to some various hospitals and hotels, a lot of more like standard microfiber terries and stuff. They would routinely bleach their microfiber towels in the wash, and we'd always say, don't do that. That's going to damage them over time, beat them up. But they said, per their guidelines, they did it anyway.
They have
So
to.
I
Yeah.
wonder if that's just where some of these people got the idea. Oh, if you just do that, it'll fix the whole thing.
So
I think they may have caught on to some like hospital protocols and thought, oh, that means that automatically. It's not necessarily guaranteed. It's just
I would honestly, with microfiber being able to hold so much, I would just toss them.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not worth recontaminating or making yourself sick or any of that stuff.
You know what towels we made cheap enough to throw away, but still really good quality? 245.
245.
And the utility towels. Right. Those towels right there are like a terry, but thinner, but they're higher quality.
Well, they're
yarn,
like a 245.
So go a long way. And throw them away when you're done.
Frosting says Morgan's eyebrows are on fleek.
Bam.
And G. Davis, any chance we get a shot of Dane's postmodern bedroom ceiling fan?
Oh, geez. Hold on. I'll turn off my background.
We saw it this morning. We saw it the morning, G. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Very modern, really, very sophisticated. I see you're a fan of overhead light.
Yeah, you can't really see it. Anyway, that's
so you moved the bed. So originally you were using the window as a headboard. Bay window as a headboard.
Correct.
When the mattress was on the floor. But now that you have a bed frame, man, you hang up some artwork? Is that some of Liz's art?
No, it's just some postmodern art that I liked.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Beautiful. Sophisticated, classy.
Yeah.
Really nice. So I got a Amazon package here for myself.
Just for you, huh?
Yep. In these business times. The great John Green, the COO of the rag company, always says, "Be ready for business when business is ready for you." And so I purchased a couple necessities from Amazon that I was very excited to get. I'm just using my wallet to cut this open so I can get into these.
Nice.
Always come with some form of tactical device.
Tactical, all right.
Well, that's what my wallet is. Very good for that. All right. So, a couple great items here. One thing, some awesome Bic roller guide pens. This, ladies and gentlemen, is one of my favorite pens to use. When we were at Noxie's shop in Atlanta at Red's Detail, he handed me a couple, and I forgot. This is my favorite pen ever made. I saw him, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, can I have one of those?" He's like, "Bro, you can have as many as you want." So. Purchased a couple just for myself to have here at home as well, here in the MOSHQ. So great deal, $5 for 12 of them on Amazon.
You can't beat that. You really can't
beat that. For comfort in writing.
Yeah.
Then I got a bag here. I want to open this up. Oh, that just exploded all over me.
Oh, wow.
Little pomade. That way I keep my hair looking fresh. Well,
is that Suavecito?
That is Suavecito.
Wow.
Firme. Yeah. So little bit of that to, like I said, got to keep me looking fresh if I'm home. Want to make sure I'm looking nice. And then got me this Viking Revolution Ultimate Beard Care Kit in sandalwood scent. Comes with a lot of great items.
Be nice. Yeah, the sandalwood.
Some scissors. A nice wooden comb, some balm, some oil, and a boar's hair brush, so I can brush this beard out and
Morgan,
keep it looking
nice. How many
nice.
Chicken wings do you have?
Oh, I have a bowl.
Well, it's like a 20-pack.
Who made those for you? Where'd you get those from?
I made the wings. They're really good.
Brandon,
it was just a floating head.
You guys are in my garage. Bring me some freaking wings. Those are
Bro.
delicious.
If you want me to make the wings, all you have to do is ask.
Listen, all I'm wanting to do is eat some wings and play Call of Duty here in 40 minutes.
Okay, let me know when you're online. I got you. I don't have the wings to be gone, but I can play Call of Duty.
Man, that is unfortunate. So, whatever.
I'm gonna open up this here little
yeah.
kit here.
Oh,
Ooh.
there it goes.
So, I know that we're here at the fun half now, and
Yeah.
and things are going pretty smoothly. I would say that I know a lot of people have always asked me, and they say, "Hey, Anthony, what do you use for your detailing carts?" I'd like to show you guys really quick.
Oh,
Ooh.
it's the old IKEA nightstand that I used to have. My wife and I used for many years as a nightstand. Anthony spray painted red and turned it into a detail cart.
Check
It's
that out. Am
adorable.
I right? Oh,
I hate it in here.
wow!
Wow.
Pretty
Very nice. Very nice.
Just
I forgot.
a couple nice things that we have around here.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
very nice
man.
setup. Check this out. It's a metal case that they actually sent all these little products in,
That's cool.
and it's hinged.
Ooh.
Wow, I'm liking.
Actually
I'm
spent a
liking
little
this.
money on that.
Yeah, and then
No,
a
no.
discount code for beard vitamins. That's weird.
Beard
Ah.
vitamins.
Oh, very nice little brush.
All right.
Oh, this
Well,
is delightful, Dane. You may need to get yourself one of these.
yeah.
Oh,
Could be
little
nice.
beard brushes.
I could go for that.
Probably helps distribute the oils more evenly. Yeah,
Well, yeah, if there's
Uh,
one problem I got, it's distributing beard
beard
oil.
oil there. Yeah. Oh, and then a new comb. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this delightful sandalwood.
Fancy.
Beautiful.
Great for combing out the beard.
Looks good.
Gets tangled every once in a while, so you gotta brush it out.
Yeah, you don't
You
want
know.
scraggles.
Right. Yeah. Little snip, snip,
Oh,
and
look at this.
another little beard comb for
What do you have
travel.
there?
For
That's your beard oil?
this is a little comb. Look at this tiny little comb, Morgan.
Oh
Hey,
my god.
Hey Levi, how's your Pepsi supply going in this quarantine days?
Ooh.
Wonderful. Thanks for asking, Brandon. Yesterday I went to the
No
store,
problem.
picked up another couple 12 packs. So currently I have about 37 cans. I've drank about 5 of them so far this morning or today, along with coffee. So I have an extra sitting here just in case I need to refill this sucker. So
Are you a
So have any of you guys gone to a store lately, or have you guys gone to
Thank our
anywhere?
friends
I went to
at
a gas
Pepsi.
station today.
What's
Not
going
since
on?
I did. I went to Home Depot and I went to the store yesterday. So some silica gel to eat. This will be great.
As I say, I still got a few things left in the fridge, but I don't think I can drink them until after 5. So,
Are you worried about the shortage of
Dane,
Pepsi
you're at work.
that might go on?
What did he say? What did Brandon say? Couldn't hear him.
He wants to know if you're worried about the shortage.
Oh,
Diet
which
Pepsi
shortage?
No.
Pepsi
Everybody's
Oh,
buying
no.
Coke. He'll be fine.
Diet Pepsi.
Yeah.
Dollar
Oh,
buying.
Anthony, you'll love this. The sandalwood.
Is it nice?
Yeah.
Good scent.
It smells great. I'm very excited to use it.
That's a
Wait.
good one, G. Oh, man.
It's like, oh,
Please.
Yeah, so this is
Are
the
you
fun
trying
half.
to get
This
on
is
the
what
ground?
happens.
This is
All
not
right.
good. We cannot do this again next week.
So here we go. All right.
We've
Let
lost
me get in here to some of these questions here. All right. Suavecito. Oh, alkaline trio. Oh, here we go. Riley asks, Anthony, are you drinking Surge?
Ooh.
No, that's one of Anthony's new monsters.
Sir.
Alkaline trio. Where's the ceiling mirror, Dane? He removed it for this live.
He was ashamed. He was.
Yep. Now, Ricky Galone, Suavecito, you know it, buddy. Kevin Rodriguez, since detailing gets harder with age, is there another quote unquote job that I can work towards as the years go on? Kevin, if you are running a business, I'd probably try and actually start running the business or starting your own because you're going to need to get that, figured out, because it can't detail forever, man. Alkaline, you can start training too. Alkaline Trio, Morgan is dating a floating head named Brandon.
That's
Yes.
G Davis, since we can watch Morgan eating chicken wings, any chance of watching Dane or Anthony prepare a pot roast?
Oh, I literally just throw it in a slow cooker. End of story.
Yeah.
Dane.
Cassie, I'm sorry if these Subaru questions are getting old. Just trying to take good care of my new car. Where do I buy the car wash soaps you suggested? Cassie, great question. You can pick them up at theragcompany.com. Go there today and pick them up. Hans, Morgan, can you show us how to remove grease handprints on that car behind you?
Yes, as you can see, my hand's gone. Oh no!
Oh no! You better get back to the future, Morgan.
Morgan, does your hand literally get lost in the white?
Oh,
no,
Interesting.
there it is. Oh, sorry. I just
Noticed that was just a strange phenomenon.
I don't want to hear it. Next.
All right. Next up.
Rectangle. Suavecito is made by my house. Very cool, guys, and awesome products.
Nice.
no way. We'll need
That's
to go
cool.
check that out, right,
Rectangle,
Levi?
yeah, we'll have to go check it out. I love Suavecito. I have some of their body wash. I have some of their beard stuff. They've got a lot of their great products. I love those guys.
Yeah.
Um,
I've also used some of your Suavecito.
It's delightful.
Just a
G.
finger,
Davis.
Fingerful.
Yeah, just a good. You just fingered by Suavecito.
Yeah.
G. Davis, why does Where's Waldo keep popping up behind Morgan?
Oh my god.
Love it.
Danny Israel, Levi, how are you keeping that Pepsi cold? Great question, Danny. I have a little fridge upstairs that keep fully stocked with fresh Diet Pepsis and Diet Mountain Dews. Now, fun fact, Code Red is now available in diet form. So my wife has purchased some of that as well.
No.
Because as many of you know, my wife loves a third Code Red with 2/3 Diet Mountain Dew. That's what she makes every morning as her drink of choice. Is a little bit of Code Red with some Diet Mountain Dew. So now we have Diet Code Red, even better. Great, 0 calories, perfect. Alkaline Top Hat. I hear silica gel goes well with Tide Pods. That's what I heard as well. You mix them together, put them in the drink. It's delightful.
No,
Don't drink that.
we don't.
Don't eat that.
We don't support that.
I'm not going to be liable for somebody actually doing that.
Levi,
Rectangle. Oh, well, Morgan, I didn't know next day Nate lived with you.
that was not next day 8, unfortunately. I wish it were.
Next day Nate would be way more fun.
Ouch.
Awk. Awk.
Hans, next on the TRC podcast, Beard Care 101 with the Bearded Master of Shine. You're right, Hans. Frost Inc., you just sold me on that beard kit. Ladies love the nice beards, lol. Yeah, Frost Inc., Viking Revolution, picked it up on Amazon. Great little product. Oz Caddy, good day, guys. Chemical decontamination. I will be using Optimum products for this. After Power Clean, which order do I use next? Ferrex to remove iron particles or
MDR.
To remove water spots? Thanks. So I would honestly tell you to decontaminate everything first. So Power Clean, Ferrex, clay, then DMR or MDR, sorry. After that, because that would be, you got everything clean. This way, any minerals that came off during the clean process would be knocked down, and then all you would have is what's left on the surface at that point. So Power Clean, Ferrex, clay, then MDR. G Davis, chance that Dane is not wearing pants right now? Yes. High probability.
I am wearing pants. However, they are not formal go outside or go into a store.
What are
pants.
they, Dane? What kind of pants are they?
PJ.
Anthony's got it. PJ. Dane, I too
Gotta
am
be
wearing
comfy,
my house
man.
Pants.
Yeah. Sweatpants.
Yeah. It's been a great day at work.
I'm wearing my normal joggers, but here's the deal.
Yeah.
I was compounding an exhaust between my legs today. Hold on, I'll show you.
That's what a lot of people say that they're doing.
So see this right here.
For that.
So
Compounding an
this
exhaust
is my
between
my
my
old
no.
exhaust from my speed triple, and I was compounding this.
The
'cause it was
cutoff,
carbon
man. The
fiber.
cutoff on the screen is
So-
not helping you.
So I was trying to shine this up, right?
Yeah,
And then
a lot of
I
people are trying to shine those up.
basically then I put crystal sealant on it, and then I wrapped it up so it'll always be protected. And so I got one little hole, I don't know, whatever. But basically polished this out, but it sucked because I got compound literally all over my pants right here.
Oh,
And
nobody likes it when that
sucked.
happens.
but it looks really good. I'm pretty pumped on it.
Nice. Compounding my exhaust between my no, compounding unexhaust between
Yeah.
my legs.
Yeah,
New
Yeah.
word.
one of many apparently. So that's just
yep.
Anthony in a nutshell right there. Yeah. So
See what
moving down the
Davis
line.
was wrong about.
FYI, Baja Blast is now back, and Anthony has something that he's been drinking that tastes just like Baja Blast.
Yeah,
Didn't
pretty
you-
much.
Didn't you say that new monster?
yeah.
Yeah. So this is so they have
Like
that
guava.
blue monster. It's new, the guava flavored over the holidays. So the thing is there's something in that one that gets me pretty jacked up, and I'm not really sure if I like it. Whereas this one is always smooth. Shit, I just got it all over my. Sorry, I just got my computer. It splashed. Anyway, whatever.
Not okay.
But anyways, this is what I think. It's just a cleaner energy, if that makes sense.
Cleaner energy, renewable. Love that.
Yeah.
Clean, renewable energy.
Good job, Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we go. So going down here, or I'll jump in.
So rectangle.
Rectangle says, when will Nate be promoted to regular member of Q&A Thursdays?
We may just
We're
have
not
him
really
next
sure.
week. This
Yeah.
is easy enough.
We
Yeah.
could have
This was the trial
Um,
run, and because it's working so well, we can easily add people. So
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
bring on guests.
Join.
And then we have is Morgan fighting off the Thanos snap?
Yes.
well,
Yes.
Keeps materializing and dematerializing. So
Yes.
Bigger ID Tongue says, "Hey guys, here's an idea. Why don't you turn this into a new show? Maybe it doesn't have to be connected with TRC, but your own gig. This is very cool seeing you out in the wild."
oh
Well,
man,
I think it is. It is pretty. It is fun. We are
It is
having a
fun.
good time.
it's very different from
Um,
how it normally feels doing this stuff. Like
yeah.
Yeah.
it's much easier to communicate in person, whereas here you got like lag and delay on different screens. It's different for
We'll
sure.
remind you
Yeah.
guys, Tim's also running this at home
Yes.
with appears to be a 4 or 5 month old baby, 3-month-old baby on his lap while he's doing this. There's Tim.
Yeah, he's
So,
in here.
The
The
disembodied,
disembodied
voice
of Tim.
but he's working remotely too. So like
yeah,
we
he's at home.
can't hear notes from him unless you hear it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the way this works.
So
Um,
back to Vigor in the Wild. G Davis, Levi, I'm assuming you keep the beard long term. Will you dye it when that time comes, or will you just go natural? Well, G, as you can see, got some red, got some gray, more gray. I'm just keeping it the way it is. So, G Davis, Dane, would you like to read this?
Oh. Oh. Shout out if you want to see Limber Dane put both ankles behind his head.
he
That-
can.
That
He
is
can
a
do it.
Yeah.
He
Dave,
can
you
do it though.
I'm not rewarding anybody with that
Dane
right
showed
now.
us how stretchful, how limber he was.
You better
Not
do
happening
it.
right now.
Dane, your
No.
bed's right there. Your bed is right there behind you. It'd be very
This is not
easy.
that kind of stream.
Switch on over to the Great Dane Films Twitch stream. You'll be able
Definitely
to
not
see
after
this.
hours stream.
Oh
Dave,
man, that's
Love you, buddy.
good.
Rectandle says
saying,
TRC after
not
hours.
wrong.
No kidding.
yeah,
Rectandle.
you're-
Doctors
you're-
hate him. Oh, man.
Oh,
Vigor,
man.
I
We got
definitely
Vigor
Thanks for
ID
that.
Tongue says
Thanks.
he definitely took some screenshots. That's okay. Aaron says sup. We got Brianna Cole says you wrapped it up and still got all over. I hate when that happens. Same here. Hans Closen says, wait, what did Anthony just say? compounding between his legs. Is that a TRZ version of a Brazilian wax?
Oh,
Something
no.
like that.
Oh,
Oh.
We got Aaron's asking how our quarantine is going. I think you can see it's going pretty well.
Yeah, it's getting a little
Yep,
goofy.
yep,
Is
it's
what it
getting
is.
there.
Oh.
Danny Israel, special guest next week. G Davis, you never
Hey,
know.
It's true. We
And G
could
Davis,
do
does
that.
that baby belong to Tim? Yes,
Asking the real
she does.
questions.
Yes. Yes, she does. Yes. Danny says, Tim, you really are crushing it. Yeah, everybody give Tim a round of
Yeah.
applause for this. Like he's been kicking butt today doing this for us. Aaron says, my state is in lockdown and everything is now online.
Yep.
That's basically how life is. We're all living on the internet now.
They just enacted it for
So-
our state yesterday. So
Yep.
yeah.
G Davis says,
Yeah.
I'm down for that. Danny Israel, I need less family time now.
What are you talking about?
Agreed.
It's all about family time. You're getting all the
Yep.
family time you need right now.
Yep. And Aaron said, well, this is new on the live stream. Yeah, we're
You're
all
right.
home,
It is.
man. So
This is the best we can do.
it was us at our house hanging out.
Oh man.
So
And thus we hit the bottom of the comments. But
we made
guys, keep them coming. Keep them coming. So
440. Great.
what's
stuff.
what else is going on in the garage there? Levi, Anthony, you got things you want to show off in the garage?
Well, no, I'd have to disconnect everybody here and show them off. But I've got my I'll unplug here, and I think I can swap my camera around. Oh yeah,
Yeah, there
very
we go.
nice. Look at this, guys. Really getting a bird's eye view of if a bird was stuck in my garage.
If you were manhandling it and just pointing it at things
Yeah.
you wanted it to see.
Check it out. Look at this bird.
Here, bird.
So, this is my mess back here, but keeping my bikes here. Got some vinyl up here on the shelf. Got my rack lit. This is the new bumper. Got it all marked off for where I need to cut it right there.
You guys both got
I'm
bumper
gonna-
pieces on racks right now.
Yep. So I'm gonna be
Yeah.
wrapping that up and getting it all done up. Showed the team earlier today. This is the kids' bikes. I had to push them over here for now so I can get the truck
Ah.
in. Augie's got some rocket boosters that my dad built him for the back of his go-kart. He
You look
said
like
the
knee-high
biggest thing that-
socks.
I know, right? They're all steel. So, pressure washer solution package. I got a lot of the McKee's line sitting there. More stuff. Like I said, my garage needs organized. So it's a garage. See, and there's the heating and cooling solution package for everything. So
Nice.
this is how I've been running it right here. Look at this.
Excellent.
It's right here on my
Freezer.
freezer. So
Nice. Yeah, no, I read down.
all right.
Oh, there's a few more comments to get to.
Okay. So text applause for Tim. Virtual hug for Tim.
Yes.
Will TRC remain open and fulfilling orders? Yes. So we have all come home mostly so that the actual packing teams can continue to do their job. All of us that work upstairs, all of us technically can work remotely. The packing teams cannot. So we've all volunteered to come in if needed to fulfill some of that, if some of the people do want to stay home. But we all are working from home for the foreseeable future until we're allowed to come back.
Well-
But like next week, we have a ton of stuff coming in. So we'll probably be back in the building working on some stuff. I've got the wash beta set up at the new facility. So we can come in and come and go. Dane's parents, basically, their goal is to try and limit the number of people in the building.
Yeah,
so
the
that
Packers appreciate
primary
not having
packing
as
team-
many moving through. If
Yeah,
you can
they
minimize
just come
that,
in and work.
yeah.
So that's our goal because we are continuing to sell products. So we gotta be able to sell and get stuff out to you guys. So here we go. Riley S, can we get a scroll up, Tim, to give him a shout out?
Scroll up,
alcohol
Tim.
drill. Scroll up, Tim. Will PNS Express interior cleaner kill the coronavirus? The interior of a car is like a breeding ground with the dirt. So there's no scientific data as whether or not it will do that. It isn't a viricide, but it is a soap, and it does clean like a soap. Now, we were told by PNS that their interior finisher, carpet, or their peroxide finisher, because of the 3% peroxide, it will, if set on the surface for 10 minutes on a hard surface, will help break or destroy that. But 10 minutes is a really long time to let a product sit on a surface. So I don't recommend doing that for plastics and vinyls and things like that. But for carpets and upholstery, that'll work great. For countertops, things like that, all those situations.
It's important to also note about, and specifically in reference to the coronavirus, there are different versions of the coronavirus. The one we're specifically dealing with right now all across the world is COVID-19, specifically that version of it. And that's where people don't have a lot of current data because it's new. So there's been a lot of studying, but it's happened in very, very recent period of time. So there's a lot of stuff out there that people just aren't 100% on yet.
Brian Minichi, only 1 out of the 4 of you. Well, I can't see. I missed it.
Only 1 out of the 4 of you has a face for TV. The other 3 have a face for radio.
Yeah,
Thanks,
we know
Brian.
that, dude.
Yeah,
We know that, Brian.
we're that's just how it goes,
we
man.
all know it's me. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not going to question the
Well,
beard.
we all know. Brian says, I'm guessing you're referring to G. Davis. He is quite handsome. G. Davis, can you imagine if the Idaho lockdown had occurred during the Luke Berge visit? Thank you,
Oh,
Alkaline Top
Ooh.
Hat. Yeah, no, that'd be fun. It'd be me and Luke sitting here. And then Brian, I never understood why they have her sitting at the back of the table when they're in the studio. I usually watch with the volume off. Okay.
All right, dude.
Weird.
Appreciate it, Brian.
Rectangle
Morgan,
says,
what kind of wheels do you have on that Subi?
These are my XXRs. They're a new release. I love them.
Do you want to die? Do you
They're
want to
only
die?
about 75 pounds each. So it's actually a lightweight version. So
Oh, man.
Very nice. And then that's
weird.
one of those weird Chinese little bikes behind you, right?
Yeah.
those
It's
are
like a
my
scooter.
those are my sons. Those are my son's mopeds back there.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I don't know
It
if you
just
guys can
looks
see
like a motorcycle, but it's more impotent. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. It only goes like, 35 miles per hour. I don't want him to like die or get hurt.
Exactly. Yeah. You just wanted to
Yeah.
get really bad road rash.
Yeah. You got it.
Uh,
You guys are
Brian
savages.
says we need more hair flips.
God.
And Frost Inc., the whole compounding between the legs things provided me with the best laugh of the day. Delphine, here in the French Caribbean, Martinique, we have been in containment since March 16th, and people continue driving around. Well, as long as they're driving around and they're not getting out of their cars, they're okay.
That's the big difference.
Um,
If you're going through like
yeah.
a drive-through or something, you're minimizing contact. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Dane just drives around for fun. He doesn't even get out of
I
his
actually
car.
do that. Yeah. That's where I
So-
took the video of my background. So yeah, I drive around for fun.
Yeah. Cassie, Lee, do you guys have an Instagram page? If so, do you, oh man, I just missing
What?
that. My thing the comments keep moving, so I'm missing it when I'm reading them.
Oh yeah, totally. So Cassie Lee here. Do you guys have an IG page, aka Instagram? If so, do you respond to DMs? Yes, we do. As a newbie to detailing, I have a lot of questions and don't want to bore others with my questions. Well, Cassie, that's actually kind of why we do this whole thing, is we want to
Yep.
open it up to people to ask those questions, even if it doesn't have to be a dumb
Yep.
question. It's a question. It's okay to ask those. So if we can't answer it, in a reasonable amount of time here, you could definitely send an email, say to like Levi@theragcompany.com, or if you prefer sending a DM, I definitely recommend looking up Levi on Instagram. You can send him a DM that way, or just send one to @theragcompany on Instagram there, and you'll reach him.
You
that
can
way.
also follow us through the Rag Company podcast on
Yes.
Instagram as well, which is concentrated on the 4 of us.
Right.
But the main Rag Company, which has that logo, which is this logo, which is Anthony's logo, which is this one, that's all the rag company. That's what we do. So we're here to help you. We're here to always answer your questions, whatever you have, whether it be a simple, easy one, like what's the best soap, to maybe more technical, like when I get into wet sanding, how did I know if I went too far?
Yep.
So we span the gauntlet, and you can also check out the Rag Company YouTube channel where you're watching this. You can go through and start watching some of these videos. Morgan has a great series. Anthony has a great series. I have a series. Even Dane has some old goodies that we all try and, chime in and talk about. So check it out. I think you'll really like it. And welcome. Sounds awesome. Alkaline, question for Morgan. Is Anthony's Evo as clean as he makes it appear, or are there scratches that he's hiding from us?
Ooh.
There's not really scratches. There's mostly watermarks. There is also
he does have a couple golden retrievers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's watermarks probably just from them drinking and splashing. Also, there is just a lot of dust in a lot of places. There's brake dust all over the XXRs for some reason. I'm just like, I was hoping for better from him.
Yeah. Well, Morgan,
that's
one thing
really
I wanted to do is give a
unfortunate.
shout out to our friends at Koenig Wheels, aka also Mamba, because of the sponsorship for these delightful wheels that I have as a Koenig member, representative, so to speak, and Mamba representative.
So I hope we'll be able to get Anthony a set of Koenigs, but for now he's just balling on a budget, and that's fine. He's free to do that. Spending his money elsewhere.
Oh, okay.
He even have big center caps. Oh my god.
You got those. That's cool.
Wow,
Yeah,
he's like
stickers
trying
made.
to throw people.
That's so embarrassing.
Okay,
Yeah,
who's
it's like
got a
he's,
big construction
showing us
vehicle
stuff.
backing up outside?
Probably you, Dane, honestly. Like,
Yeah, it's
No,
probably
I'm
Dane.
silence out here. This is great.
I have my furnace just kicked on.
I
So,
don't know.
and that's a gas powered furnace, not a space heater.
Right.
The MOS HQ has a full complement of HVAC.
anything through the orange peel on there, just stop.
The only thing
Oh,
saving it
man,
is
you
low
guys.
quality internet streaming video.
Vicious. XX7 Beast. Oh no, rectangle. Yeah, Dane, give us a hair flip at TRC home.
Doesn't quite work.
Hashtag TRC at home. X7
Yeah,
Beast.
doesn't quite
I
work.
just bought some spray bottles of Ferrex and Power Clean. Are they pre-diluted or do I need to dilute them? The Ferrex is ready to go. Power Clean in that spray bottle is full and straight. So you're gonna have to dilute it. Rectangle says, I second that. OG Davis says, Rectangle, I second that for the hair flip. Double X7 Beast, also the leather protectant. Leather protectant's good to go. You can just use it straight out of the bottle. G Davis, Dane, we'll be seeing new content on your channel. I have some ideas. Levi has my number.
I'm sure you have ideas. I probably should put some stuff on my channel. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Anthony's the only one of us here who actually regularly updates his.
What are you talking about? I don't make videos.
the great Dane show.
Yeah. Well.
Aaron, so hopefully you guys have stock up with TP because good luck getting more since everything is sold out. It's like Black Friday all over again. Yeah,
Man,
like I said, a great time to go on Amazon, pick up a bidet. They're very delightful, easy to install. Took me less than 10 minutes to put it on. I have a video all made. Dane will just produce it.
Don't count on it.
So Aaron says, hope that you guys, that was it. Hans, Morgan also has that OG bucket package I see. Must be ballin'. Oh,
I do.
Yeah, that looks.
I am absolutely balling.
Yep, it's a TRC OG wash solution package. Aaron, what's your thought on people using Lysol wipes on the interior? I see people doing that. There's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, the best case, what you need to be doing is if you are Lysol wiping the vehicle, using that product, you're going to want to finish it up with a product like Interior Finisher just to put some protectant back on it, or go over with like Express Interior Cleaner or Interior Cleaner just to provide some protection and moisturization to that surface. So I've been basically doing that in my car. I Lysol wipe the steering wheel and door handles and stuff, getting in and out. If I go into a store, if I come back after I do my hands. And then I have a towel with some interior finisher, and I just spray it on, wipe everything down that I just wiped, just so I can, keep it all protected, because it does dry it out really bad. So, Delphine, no, we do not have the right to even drive around without a special document to attest that we were doing something totally urgent and vital. Wow. That's pretty insane. Yeah.
For us, you basically just have to tell the officer you're going somewhere important.
You can drive. The cop, like if the place is open, you can drive to it. There's nothing. There's no.
I heard they were pulling
doing
people over and asking where people were going.
I don't know where you live. Oh, you live in Meridian. That's
I haven't seen that yet,
yeah.
but that's what the report had. So I don't know.
I haven't seen a single cop.
Yeah, that was surprising. All driving
Last
yesterday,
week,
I didn't
no
see
cops.
anybody. Yeah.
No, I mean all this week I didn't see.
Well, I haven't
any.
driven today, so I don't know.
Delphine, Ricky, our lockdown just got extended through April 12th, plus the curfew. Whoa, that went fast. Curfew now starts earlier, 7 versus 9 to 5. Also limit people going outside. That's pretty crazy, man. Alkaline, Hans, I think those are her son's play toys. Hans, those are not dumb questions. Just dumb not to ask what you want, Cassie. That's right.
Correct.
No, there is no dumb questions. Phil McDonald bought a 24 roll pack home to the family this morning. My kids gave me hugs. My wife wept. Felt like a goddamn hero. Yeah, Phil.
That's my buddy Phil. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's truly amazing.
Yep.
So
Dude, that
I
makes
believe
me
it.
laugh.
impressive.
My wife wept. Just coming in the house
I know them. I
with a
believe it.
24
Yeah.
pack.
That
Ricky
bumper
Cologne.
I bought actually had I traded the guy $40 in a roll of toilet paper. So toilet paper
Was
has
it real?
become
Toilet
currency.
paper's, like
in Idaho.
actually serious, or was it like a joke?
Yeah. Oh, it was a joke. Like when I gave it to him, he started laughing. He was like, "I wasn't serious, but thank you." So
Just one though.
Damn.
Yep, just one.
Okay. Ricky Clone says rules to decide who can be out on the road. M, W, and F only cars with license plate ending in even numbers. T, TH, and Saturday for plates ending in odd numbers. Is that real?
What?
That'd be pretty dope.
No way.
Good thing is,
Interesting.
my plates on this end in the letter K. So
Nice.
I was gonna drive every day.
G Davis says Hans will be answering all of your disco and foot sanitizer questions.
Oh my.
And then Hans Closen says that's one dirty wheel. Rectangle says that's probably Dane's gardener Lewis backing up to help Dane load up his toilet. Louis.
Probably.
Sorry.
Rectangle, yes.
Double X7 Beast, thanks you. Alkaline Trio, Anthony, have you considered the horror freight 6-ton jack stands? They let you get the cars 30 feet in the air.
That
30
sounds
inches
like
in-
Get in the car, kids. We're driving to Horror Fright.
Morgan needs those. That's what Morgan needs.
It's where it's like a 50-50 chance the whole thing comes down on you or not.
I have some of those
Hans-
6-ton jack stands. I've got them. They're great. They're for this. Hans G. Davis, you would be shocked on how many detailing questions I answered daily, not including disco and stroopwafel questions.
Oh man.
Kia Possessor, I'm OCD. Mine would have to be folded. Well, for back to the towel question. G. Davis, pretty sure I saw a Blu-ray copy of Magic Mike in Anthony's garage.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Probably.
Is the Lolo's Tire Restore Body Shop safe, by the way? Yes, Hans, it is.
We have Andy White says, thanks for the entertainment today, tonight, everyone. No problem.
Thanks for watching, Andy.
Hippolito Campos says, are you able to see my message? I don't know if they appear on the screen. They do. Aaron's,
do.
how will mobile detailers survive the lockdown since non-essential will be closed down? I think a lot of detailers are trying to argue the fact that they are essential.
Yeah.
George Zapata says, thank you, Morgan, for letting us see your beauty closer than before. Team Morgan, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, Morgan. Woo!
Future Prison says, thank you guys, Gal and Waldo, for another great Q&A.
Nice.
And,
He's just Waldo
Del-
now.
Delphine says, we Europeans get $150 fines if we wander outside without the right documents, but we mostly try to ignore that. Europe is in advance in terms of deaths, so that's why I am a reporter for the TV. Well,
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, Delphine. Wow.
Well, glad you're doing your job getting the word out there.
Alkaline Trio says, I was deciding earlier whether to work on the Land Cruiser or hang out with you guys here. Glad I made the clearly better choice. Obviously, it's always a better
Thank you,
choice.
man. We appreciate it. Yeah. Ricky, so as to close out my tenure as GB with a bang, as a Grand Ambassador. Very nice.
Glad you
yes.
could.
Don't finish out. You're still a Grand
Yeah.
Ambassador for the rest
You're
of the
still
year,
Grand
man.
Ambassador.
Keep it
Yeah.
going.
I mean,
Forever.
technically,
For the year.
you're Grand Ambassador forever.
Forever.
Yep.
You've been one,
Yeah.
therefore you are one. It's like being president, right? Once you are one, you're
Yeah.
always, president.
Yeah.
True.
Hans thinks there's a big snake at your garage, Morgan. I think it was when Brandon stuck his head out.
Oh yes, a snake.
Yeah.
Was that his head or his leg?
Wait.
Please don't ask any more questions.
Okay.
Rectangle says, thank you, Dane, for letting us see your beauty closer than before. Hashtag team toilet.
Hey, just let
George says,
me have my moment.
yeah. Thanks, guys. Stay healthy. Greetings from Panama. Chase Guan, what do you guys think of Adams Polish's interior detailer with microban? Seems online that if microban is a straight product, it is effective against viruses, but if built into a product, it is not. And then Ricky, you missed my prior comment, the giveaway plug. Oh, we never even saw that, Ricky.
Yeah,
Sorry.
right up there.
But Chase, yeah. So viricide, microbans and antimicrobials are great for getting microbes off the surface. Most microfiber can do that on its own. 99.9% of microfiber can do that with just water. We
remove, not kill.
yeah,
I gotta
remove.
specify every time.
Remove. And then microban is usually designed to kill the bacteria in the surface that it's at. So with microban, it's great because it does, but again, that's a microbial, not a virus. They're two totally separate things. So yes, that product is going to be fine. It's going to work, but it's not going to be effective, or can be. And the FDA and the CDC are recommending you use FDA approved products that are actual viricides. So especially in this time, if you're going to do that, you can use it. We're not going to stop you from using it. Go ahead, buy it, use it on your interior. I mean, you can use all our the rag company products. So Wowo's, Optimum, all that stuff. It's just not 100% the safest method. Now, we will say that it is going to remove microbes and bacteria and stuff, but that's not going to prevent the virus. So just keep that in mind and think about that kind of stuff. So anyway, go check out One Mess at a Time on Instagram, sign up for his giveaway, and get that going so you guys can help him finish out his Grand Ambassador quarter.
Absolutely.
So that we can do that. Yeah. Alkaline, thank you, Anthony, for letting us all see your garage beauty closer than before. Hashtag all day, Anthony. Delphine, you guys stay safe. See you next week. Riley S, great Q&A. Stay well. Rectangle, see you guys. Stay safe. Hans, any news about Waxstock? Technically, it's still up. It's still good to go. We're still going to be doing Waxstock. We don't know at this point. If this continues, a lot of stuff may get canceled.
Yeah.
So as of right now, Waxstock is still on. TRC team has not bought tickets for Waxstock yet. We do have our hotel at the Rico booked. That's it. So Kia, great chat. Rectangle, when will the hand sanitizer come out? I think I missed it. You haven't. It hasn't arrived yet. So we're supposed to get it this week, but we're all here. So we don't know if it actually arrived yet, and they've got it on the site. So we'll find out probably tomorrow, and we'll get an idea of what we're going to do with that. Chase Juan, are you issued to shelter in place? Hello from California. We are issued to shelter in place. We can only leave for essentials. Yes. So we have a shelter in place order, which allowed me to go to Home Depot today. It's quite nice.
Yeah, they issued it, and then they haven't done any kind of enforcement or follow-up on it really yet.
They closed the parks. Aaron, by the way, face masks won't protect you. You need surgeon grade to be effective. Actually, Aaron, you need N95. to do that. I've got one hanging up on the wall right here. Leo Magnaga, do we need a special permit to offer
That one.
sanitizing services?
That's mine.
Yes, you will technically need that. Now, you can clean and sanitize, but you need to be certified in biohazard removal to prove that you are doing it safely and effectively. Don't say that you can sanitize someone's vehicle, because you don't know if you can fully sanitize someone's vehicle if you haven't taken a class or been educated and actually applied for a state certificate on that, because you could also be held liable. So
Yeah.
Be very careful stating that kind of stuff. Ricky, take care, guys. Take care, man. Chase, hope you're all well. Stay safe. You too, man. Alkaline Trio. I heard Dane is still offering a sleepover party in April. 1-800-FUN-DANE. You're more welcome to give that number a call and leave a message, and Dane will get back to you as soon as he gets it.
I don't want any visitors or their Rona.
Hans says, hopefully it will all pass soon. I want to be at Waxstock and meet my family across the huge pond again. That's for you, buddy. Aaron's, have you heard about some guys buy a ton of hand sanitizer, try to sell it off of Amazon? Crazy to see people try to make a profit over health. Fun fact, Aaron, all those people that did that got banned from Amazon and eBay for life.
And the one guy who had the news stories written about him was forced to donate it. So
yeah, he had almost
out.
$20,000 in sanitizer and wipes and all, and he had to donate all of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that wraps it up.
A lot of people. Anyway, guys,
right,
thanks for having us.
Thanks for enduring through this kind of interesting new spin on the Q&A. So we really appreciate all you being here, and thank you so much for spending the time with us. We know there's many places you could be, different rooms in your house, but still that you could be. But right now, this is what we got, and we really appreciate you spending the time with us. Guys, anything left to add before we go?
No, just make sure you check out some of the specials and things that are going on always at theragcompany.com. Make sure if you guys are placing orders, maybe just throw in the comments, thanks to the warehouse crew and packing crew for them coming in every day and still making those orders for you guys. Just give them a little shout out and just say thank you for doing their best. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And thanks for tuning in, man. That's awesome. So.
All right, Tim, go ahead and come off mic, talk to us, wrap us up.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.